Wikipedia today and looked up a few potentially unknown facts about Christmas or the history of Christmas to share with you guys in between sets. So, the one that I found most interesting, because I'm a linguist and I like words, was the etymology of the word Christmas. It turns out the word Christmas originated as a compound, meaning Christ's Mass. It derived from the Middle English, I'm going to massacre this word, Christe Masse, and Old English, Christes Masse, a phrase first recorded in 1038. Christes is from Greek Christos, and Masse is from Latin Missa. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I've always kind of wondered about the Xmas thing, whether it was just an abbreviation. My mom once told me that Xmas was people trying to take the Christ out of Christmas, but still keep the holiday, and so I was kind of not sure what I thought or how I felt about that. But it turns out that, it says here, in early Greek versions of the New Testament, the letter X, or chi, is the first letter of Christ. So since the mid-16th century, X, or the similar Roman letter X, chi, or the similar Roman letter X, has been used as an abbreviation for Christ. Hence, Xmas is often used as an abbreviation for Christmas. So, there you go. Now, I learned today that Xmas does actually represent Christ and Christmas. And that's one of the reasons that we had angels as centerpieces on the table tonight, instead of Santa Clauses or something, was to hopefully keep our minds on the real meaning of Christmas and to not get too caught up in the commercial aspect. I know that I just finished telling you that try not to focus too much on the commercial aspect of Christmas, but one of the things that I learned a little bit about today was the history of Santa Claus and or Father Christmas. So I'll just share a bit of that with you guys right now while they get ready. I'm not sure what they're doing back there, but hopefully everything will be okay. So it says, Father Christmas is a name used in many English-speaking countries for the gift-bringing figure of Christmas. The same figure with the same name exists in other countries, in that country's language. The character is similar to, and in some places, such as Australia, the UK, Canada, and the States, interchangeable with Santa Claus. Although Father Christmas and Santa Claus have for all practical purposes been merged, historically, the characters were different. So the history of Father Christmas. The symbolic personification of Christmas as a merry old figure begins in the early 17th century. In the context of resistance to Puritan criticism of observation of the Christmas feast. He is old because of the antiquity of the feast itself, which its defenders saw as a good old Christian custom that should be kept. Allegory was popular at the time, so Old Christmas was given a voice to protest his exclusion, along with the form of a rambunctious, jolly old man. The earliest recorded personification of Christmas appears to be Ben Jonson's creation in Christmas His Mask, dating from December 1616, in which Christmas appears attired in round hose, long stockings, a closed doublet, a high-crowned hat with a brooch, a long thin beard, a truncheon, little ruffles, white shoes, his scarves and garters tied across, and announces, "Why, gentlemen, do you know what you do? Ha! Would you had kept me out, Christmas, old Christmas?" Later, in a masque by Thomas Noble's The Spring's Glory, produced in 1638, Christmas appears as an old reverend gentleman in furred gown and cap. The character continues to appear over the next 250 years, appearing as Sir Christmas, Lord Christmas, or Father Christmas, the latter becoming the most common. A book dating from the time of the Commonwealth, The Vindication of Christmas, or his 12 years' observations upon the times, involved Old Christmas advocating a merry, alcoholic Christmas, and casting aspersions on the charitable motives of the ruling Puritans. The traditional Father Christmas was neither a gift bringer nor associated with children. However, during the Victorian era, when Santa Claus arrived from America, He has been merged with the characters called Sir Christmas, Lord Christmas, or Old Father Christmas to create Father Christmas, the British Santa which survives today. Nowadays, most Britons use the expression Father Christmas and Santa Claus as synonymous. Same in Canada. Just another reminder to remember the real meaning of Christmas and to try to keep our thoughts focused on Christ at this time of year. Celebrating his birth is a reminder of his life and his death and what it means for all of us.